Good morning and welcome to Dude RV. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, and of course, say it with me, you got here just in time. That's right, just in time for I'm gonna call it a change-up video. So last week you saw that we were down at the Galveston Island State Park, had an awesome crawfish boil and a really good time visiting with duders. Did some scale railology stuff. You'll see that coming up next week. I'd started and had intended to while I was down there for the whole week. My intention was to do a kayak comparison video, but the wind was not favorable for that. I got some footage. I took the kayaks out, but man, it was just too windy to really create what I wanted to create. And so Yappy had to come back to Houston for one of her things, and so we are at an RV resort of all places on the southeast side of Houston. We're only here for like 2 nights. We got here yesterday. She's doing her thing and we'll be leaving before sun up in the morning. So while I'm here, this location happens to have a small pond that's very sheltered, so there's hardly any wind today. You can see I've actually got an awning out. How weird is that? I'm not too concerned about it blowing away today. But I also am traveling with the kayaks still. So here shortly I'm gonna head over there to the pond. They have a kayak launch, so I'm gonna do an actual side-by-side comparison, put one in the water, paddle around, set up some cameras so you can see me doing the thing, and then put the other one in the water, paddle it around. It'll be an interesting test because the water's really high. There's a lot of grass in this pond, and yeah, I'm just gonna see how well these two handle and how they compare. This video is actually sponsored by a new channel sponsor, and that would be Epic Water Filters. Water's an important thing, and in the summer here, I drink a whole lot of water. I go through gallons of water in a day when it's really, really hot, and you should be drinking as close to a gallon of water per day as you can. That's what our system needs, that much water. Research has shown that the Epic water filters will reduce 99.9% of harmful contaminant, and it will not remove the beneficial minerals from the water. This uses a different type of technology as opposed to the solid carbon block. There's some really amazing research that other creators have done. If you go and you search Epic water filters, you will find that this is a good product. Epic water filters is based out of Boulder, Colorado. They're available through Amazon Prime, so you can buy with confidence and get your free shipping. Each filter replaces 550 single-use plastic water. If you're out hiking and you're thirsty, you can pull water out of a stream and have the confidence that you're not getting contaminants in your water. And the filter is replaceable and removes those forever chemicals, so you don't have to worry about that really nasty stuff. I like the size. I like that it comes with carabiner. Oh, the bottle is BPA free. That's awesome. This box has got a lot of great information on it. Why Epic? The Epic performance. 99.9% of the harmful contaminants other filters leave behind. All the filters are recyclable. Saves you from having to buy bottled water. So it has a built-in TDS meter right there. That's cool. Epic Water has actually 2 different filters that will fit both their pitchers and their countertop dispenser. And they are intended for 2 different applications. For instance, if you're on a well water, like we are at Tranquility Base, that municipal water comes out of the ground, and I was talking about all the sand that's in that water. The nano filter is designed for that type of water where you've got a lot of solids, sediment that needs to be removed. The pure Epic water filters really want to earn your business, so they've given me a discount code for you. It's going to be in the link, and the discount code will be in the description below. There'll also be a link up there in the card if you're interested in just checking out the Epic water filtration system. That's become, I've gone through a lot of water filters, and I like their technology much better than any other. And I know you'll like it too. So y'all click that link and go check it out. It is more geared toward contaminants in the water versus bacteria. So the nano captures bacteria, virus, cysts better than the pure, which captures contaminants. So like in Flint, Michigan, where they had all the lead, this would be a better filter for that. I'm gonna get all this stuff lined up, and then we're gonna go play on the kayaks. We're gonna go work with the kayaks. That's what we're not playing today, we're working. So we're gonna put the kayaks in the water, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about drinking some water. Hey y'all, all right y'all, we got a pond that must be kayaked. We have 2 kayaks to accomplish that task. I was talking to JJ, and JJ said he was going to come out here with a razor today and cut all those weeds. I said, let me get the video first, because I really want to find out how the Pelican Getaway is going to work with grass. I didn't get to test that down at the coast. I'm going to put the Ascend in the water first, navigate around and see how it plays out, and then we'll put the Getaway in and see how well that plays out. One thing I'll say right off the bat, this one is quite a bit more heavy and awkward than the Getaway. I don't know the weight differences, but that one's heavier. My previous experience indicated that it might be a little more unstable. We'll see how well we can navigate around the trees, put it in the water, and we'll go play in the water.
Feels very tippy. I don't know if because I have the 2 cameras, but it feels like it. I'm almost afraid. I'm afraid to stand up on it. I have the paddle backwards. Okay, so we're gonna circle the trees. Now this kayak tracks extremely straight. It's almost hard to turn. Into the wind. Baby ducks. Let's see if we can get a little closer to some baby ducks. Faster mama goes, the faster the babies go. Oh, arms are not up to the task, especially the hands. Let's see if we can get around this other tree. back paddle.
So here's my assessment of the ascent. I'm really leery because it feels like it's gonna turn over on me, and it's heavy and it's hard to turn. This is so cool. I don't even have to get my feet wet. We need a Pelican.
Let's put her in the water. Oh, it's way more, feels way more stable. I don't feel like I'm gonna flip over. Oops, gotta put the rudder in the water. Forgot to put the rudder in the water. Back over here. This paddle's so good. Okay.
See if we can do it. Can I do it? Not with the camera there. Gotta put you down. I think with a little practice I might be able to stand up on open water. But right now I gotta have something to hold on to. But it is pretty stable.
Okay, now we have. I forgot to put the dang thing in the water. I unlatched it. There we go. Ingenuity. Let's see how fast can we navigate through the weeds. Not bad. How tight can we turn? How fast can we go? Let's head out across the water. We got a branch. Until I'm in the weeds though. Got a little foul. It is definitely a workout in the thighs. I think I can turn sharper with this one than I could in the ascent. What happens when we run across rough water? Nothing.
That was a nice ride. All right, so we're gonna get a second opinion on these two kayaks from a man who spends. I have a volunteer that does a lot of work on kayaks. We're gonna let him take them for a ride and get his opinion on them.
I don't even use the ramp sometimes. I just go to the side. So for a kayak like this, stabilization is key.
Right.
So what I would do is I would literally just slide down this berm, sitting on top of the water, and then get in it.
Well, show us.
And see how it works.
I'm here to get your feedback on these as well, since I'm a newbie and you're not.
Well, not in this type of kayak.
Well, you work out of this kayak right here, so you've got more kayaking than I do. So this is what he typically uses when he's clearing the weeds in this body of water. This is JJ, by the way.
All right, and all I want to do is just be able to stand on and probably sit down and see if I sit down and drop. Or
see that
that's stable.
I'm afraid to do that's you consider that stable?
That's stable. This is nice and smooth. Like when I first started kayaking on that one, I fell off just like that. It wasn't much of a tilt.
What's your approximate weight, JJ?
I'm around I'm around 240.
240, okay.
Right about now. No, this morning was 235. But after a good weekend drinking, there's a little bit there's a balance in that.
You feel like it's a little tippy?
Oh yeah.
So it's not just me.
Definitely feel like I'm sinking in the middle. So I would probably refer some plugs.
You've taken on quite a bit of water too.
Yeah. So I guess with my weight, I would use the plugs to kind of just stay afloat. Which I put the plugs in mine. But yeah, it absolutely takes in a lot of water. And it's not as stable as I thought it would be as far as being wide. This would feel like it's easy to tip over.
My fear exactly.
Yeah, this is. If I was out at the ocean, I wouldn't take this. This is good for maybe just sitting, maybe cast a little bit, but it's definitely not made for my weight. Woo!
You want to come up on the ramp?
Oh yeah, I'll bring it in. Well, let's show me getting out of it.
Of course. You want
to?
Okay, that even better. Maybe we get a dunking shot.
Yeah, you know, Dr. Marine, let's go.
Y'all say thank you for his service. JJ was a Marine. Go cheat a little bit, go out, get out at the concrete.
Oh yeah, well that's what I normally do.
Way more flexible than this guy.
I definitely would be upset with that.
When you say you'd be upset with that, so if you'd purchased it, you would be upset?
Yeah, if I had purchased that was not sturdy at all.
I thought it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get your feedback on the Pelican 110 Getaway. This is the funnest thing.
All right, so
right, remember to flip your tiller down.
Which button?
You got, well, there's no button. You got to use the paddle to reach back there and be a little deft and just pop it down. There you go.
Hey. Oh yeah, I feel it right already. I ain't even done much. I feel like it's got me leaning back a little, so I probably would adjust the seat up. I think my legs might be a little longer.
Well, the pedals are adjustable.
Right. Okay. Which?
Your legs are definitely longer than mine.
Oh yeah. This is great.
All right, so now you have two different people, two different perspectives.
Oh yeah. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
So how far out of the water was the blue when I was on the kayak?
It was a good, it wasn't that far out. It wasn't that far out.
I was just curious on the weight, the load, because I'm 180.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I can tell it definitely is stability. It definitely is stability. For sure. I'm not gonna try my trick. I'm not gonna try my trick. Because I'm not too.
You're gonna want to push the pedals so the fins are retracted up against the hull. So push one forward, one pull one back. Yeah, like that. And that stows them up in that tunnel on the hull. Okay, now you can say, this is nice.
This is nice. This is nice. Probably some adjustments. I'll probably just bring the seat, the tension up on myself.
Sure.
Just gotta like to sit up more. I really feel like I can stand up on it. Just didn't feel like getting wet today. To chance it out. But this is definitely, it was way more stable than the scent there.
All
right.
So you heard it from him, not me. Back at Tranquility Base. That was an interesting visit to Houston and hanging out with JJ. I made a mistake. I said he was a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. JJ, thank you for your assistance in producing this video. Yeah, that was validation for me. So there's no question in my mind that this is for me. Well, this is for me, and it may not be for you, but it is for me. This is the more preferable kayak because of the hands, the nerve stuff, and just the whole the ascent just seems so unstable. And it was, I thought it was me and my stuff, but now I know it wasn't just me. We'll be seeing more of this beautiful craft. I'm actually going to make some improvements, some modifications to it. But that'll be a video for another day. And I want to give a shout out of thanks to Epic water filters. Oh yeah, I failed to mention. Never mind the mess. We just got home and Amazon boxes are piled up. It never stops. So there's two filters that come with the Epic water bottle. One is for if you're going to be drinking water out of a stream or something, you'll want to use that one. If you're just drinking tap water and you want to remove the chlorine and the contaminants, they have a filter specifically for that. I'm really excited about having a pitcher outside. We will be investing in their countertop unit and replacing the system that we have. But now I have one that I can use out here on the homestead patio, and the pitcher is just big enough to fill up my big old water cup. and it tells me when I'm going to need to replace the filter. That's so cool. With the other system we're using, you just have to wait for the water to taste bad. That's some good water right there. All right, we've reached the end of this video. If y'all enjoyed this, if it was, number one, what could I do better? How could I improve this? What are your thoughts about the two different kayaks? What is your preferred kayak if you've done any kayaking? Give me a shout out. Where do you like to kayak? What would you like to see me do next in the world of kayaks? Who knows? If enough people comment on there, maybe another kayak vendor will send me a kayak to do a demo on. If you're still with me at this point, thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate that. I know how much your time is worth. Thank you for spending some watching my videos. If you've not already, I'd be most honored if you'd consider clicking on the subscribe button. That really helps a small channel to grow. For those of you who have been following along, thank you. That's why I get to do what I do. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this. And for our patrons, your generosity is most appreciated. Thank you. You guys rock. All right, y'all come back now, you hear?